Hi, I'm Lovely, and today I'm going to review Episode 9 of the Magnus Protocol. Rolling with it. I'm just going to get into the review. I had just finished listening to the episode right now. Usually, I like to re listen to it at least once, but I'm kind of busy at the moment, so I'm kind of just going into it. This was really good. This was really good and very shocking. So, one, normally I read the transcript when I listen to these episodes. I didn't do it this time. I just wanted to see what happens when I don't do that. I did all of TMA without reading the transcripts, but this time I'm like, okay, let me just see how it is because I've been doing that the last 8 episodes. I wanted to try something new. And I did it, and I'm going to be honest, it made things a lot more shocking. When I would read the transcript, I could see like the scene transition. Because I would read just a little bit ahead, just a little bit, not on purpose, but I could, just see it on like the actual document. This time though, I got caught off guard. When John started speaking with the Magnus Archive statement, it got me completely off guard, and it really I kind of jumped a bit too. I wasn't ready to just hear the robotic voice start talking, and then when it was about the Magnus Archives, Jesus. So no, the only two things I'm going to be talking about is the statement and then the stuff between Colin and Alice near the end. There were a few other conversations, but honestly, they don't interest me too much to talk about, so I'm going to just focus on these. This statement was wonderful. This was really good. Um, oh my god. So we got a statement about these dice that are just bad luck, and it was really fascinating to listen to the statement giver kind of just lose their mind. Um, they get the dice from their friend. I don't know how much of a friend they are, especially by the end, but we're gonna use the word friend. But they get the dice from them, and it was just interesting the idea of luck, and I really liked how they talked about it. That sometimes there was a balance to it. Like, hey, you would get some bad luck. It wasn't completely random. You would get some bad luck, but if you got that enough times, you would get some good luck. And eventually, we kind of saw what happens because of that. It was God. I know I'm not really saying a lot, but I really, really just like this. I want to talk about the ending of the statement, and maybe I'll talk about the middle stuff. But let's talk about the ending where they see their friend again. Friend, quote unquote, the person who gave them the dice. And I just started laughing out loud because, oh God, I could see what was about to happen. This was written really well. This was written very, very, very well. But I was in everybody's shoes. I was in the person who owned the dice now. I was in the person just enjoying their coffee. Unfortunate. Imagine seeing the person that you gave like these cursed dice to. Imagine you see them walking up to you, like probably with something in their hands. Unfortunate. This was really nice. Uh, oh my god, no, this was amazing. And then when they talked about the truck coming in and demolishing Gary, this was honestly, this is how I pictured it. Like what I was visualizing, I was picturing the end of Final Destination 4. Like this was very kind of similar in a way. There was a lot of similarities, like the truck coming in through the window, they're at a coffee shop or whatever. That is what I imagine happened to Gary and Jesus. Though, a question I had is, I can't tell. I didn't read through the transcript to make sure, and I didn't listen to it twice. But I assumed the statement giver, whatever their name is, as soon as they rolled the dice, that they got ownership of it, right? I think that's how that worked. Like immediately, as soon as he rolled it, Gary's like, "All right, you can go now." When they were in Gary's house, like getting the dice for the first time, Gary's like, "Okay, you can go now." So he got ownership. I was wondering, does Gary get the ownership at the end when he rolls it and then he gets killed, or is it like did it still belong to the statement giver? I'm not sure. I don't think it necessarily mattered. Because the person did give the dice away at the end there before they decided to fucking roll it one more time. Deciding to is generous. He probably kind of was forced to because everybody rolls the dice. Um, God, I'm still processing this episode. But no, I was wondering if he was able to give it away because Gary had technical final ownership of it, but died. I'm not sure if that's how it works. In my head right now, I'm going to assume that's how it works. It doesn't really need to be explained too much. I just thought it was interesting. Also, did they die of a heart attack? What the hell happened to them? Not Gary, the statement giver. They kind of just killed over. This almost felt like a classic TMA episode. Just a bit too much, because as soon as the statement ended, I wanted to hear John's thoughts on it, and we don't get that. We kind of get a very, very quick version of it, like, oh, the person killed over. But it brought me back. This episode really brought me back to TMA, just hearing John talk about it, because this was about the Magnus archives. I could imagine exactly where we were, like what room, and it was really amazing to listen to. I really like this. I know I'm doing a lot of rambling and that kind of thing right now, but I just really enjoyed this. Oh my god. As for the other stuff, a question I wanted to think of, because whatever's watching right now presumably was on Alice's phone, and I was trying to think that I was like, oh, I kind of felt bad for Colin, because despite, I think, leaving the OIRA, is that right? Despite leaving them, he was still being followed. But I think he's actually free, but because Alice, we were just following Alice. I wonder why the thing is listening. I'm trying to think. I really don't know right now. But no, we got to listen in on their conversation, and I wonder if there was supposed to be the question of, are we listening on this conversation because of Alice? Are we just listening to her, like, we're just going on her phone and listening through that? Or are we listening because Colin is there? And that even, kind of like in TMA, when you leave, you're still part of things. We did see someone leave in the beginning, episode 1 of TMP, and we haven't seen or heard anything of them since, I believe. So I think once you quit or whatever, you're actually able to quit, you're actually able to leave. I think that is a big difference, but I was just thinking about it, and I just wanted to talk about that a bit. I do think we were just following Alice, but I thought it was interesting. But yeah, I think I said my thoughts. This one was really cool. This one was really good. If I didn't say it at the beginning, by the way, I am a bit busy right now. That's why I'm kind of just doing like a rambling review. Yeah, we'll see how things are next week. Oh, actually, next week is the mid-season finale, and I think we get about a month break. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that break, because honestly, I'm working on a lot of videos right now. That's gonna be kind of nice. But yeah, there's gonna be a month between episode 10 and 11. And if you didn't know that, now you do. But yeah, I'm Lovely. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my rambles. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm Lovely. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.